So let's resume going over the steps to take in this phase of partnership setup. Get your air hockey paddles ready because in step 4U, reframe the issues as business performance gaps. Now, to put your paddle on the puck, you first have to affirm to your client the thought that they put into their solution. And then you say, but before we get into too much detail, let's back up. I'd like to better understand how the issues you're having is affecting individual, team, and organizational performance. And then you probe. And then you probe some more. There's lots of questions you can ask to help probe, but you don't stop until you get the clarity on the gap between today and the desired future state relative to key business outcomes such as product service quality, customer acquisition and retention, customer satisfaction, intent to repeat and recommend, management of controllable costs, revenue, and brand equity. If you're a consultant who has expertise in marketing or sales, this exercise will be easy because of the nature of your work. It's not hard to show that if you put a certain marketing program or sales approach, it will increase so many leads and that will lead to so much revenue. But this step is much trickier for consultants who focus on leadership performance or even internal efficiency. But still, you have to be able to position any organizational improvement work against business goal achievement to keep yourself from falling into that pair of hands trap. So now let's talk about step 5. Step 5 is where you qualify and quantify business performance gaps. Now, steps 4 and 5 go hand in hand. Once you have clarity in the parameters of the business performance gaps, you also want to know how big the gap is and what are the measures that would be used to evaluate if that gap has been bridged. So, for example, it's one thing to know if your client has a customer service gap. It's quite another when they have clarity that they want to increase their customer satisfaction scores from a 5.6 rating to a 9+ rating. Once you know the size of the gap, you are then positioned to probe for better understanding of the expected return on investment for bridging that gap. Anytime an organization embarks on a continuous improvement initiative, there are costs involved, and it's your job to help them quantify and qualify the benefits in 3 primary categories: cost containment, revenue, and other intangible benefits. And the questions you might ask include, if we were successful in bridging this gap, what cost savings could be found? What additional revenue can be brought in? What would it mean to your company's repute and other intangible benefits to you as a leader? Now let's talk about step 6. Identify reasons for bringing in a consultant and the expected ROI from the partnership. Bridging the performance gaps is the client's responsibility. If the problem is solved or avoided, they are the ones accountable for those results. But in step 6, it's your job to uncover why they want to bring in a consultant versus doing the work on their own. There are many reasons that a client may seek the help of a consultant. They may be looking for an independent perspective. They also may not have expertise in-house, or they may simply not have enough manpower to address the issues, or a combination of the above. But when you uncover why they are bringing you in, you could then identify the return that they expect by virtue of your partnership. If they do not have the expertise in-house, they are more than likely looking for a smarter approach to the work that avoids false starts and wasted efforts. If they lack the manpower in-house, they are looking to you to expand their capacity. The more you understand the role that they want you to play, the better able you will be to create options that are customized to their starting point and demonstrate the return on investment and guarantee for partnering with you. While you cannot guarantee the return for the overall project because you are not accountable for those results, you can promise that they will get the results in a more accelerated manner with better quality and so on. And now we're at step 7, test for consensus. You will know that you have directional agreement when you and your client are on the same page with regards to the business performance gaps, the return on investment for closing the business performance gaps, the reasons for partnering with you, and the expected return on investment for that partnership. To test for consensus, you simply summarize verbally or in writing what you heard and what was discussed. So that's directional agreement step by step. While it's simple, it's not easy. But as mentioned before, if you want to succeed over the long term as a consultant, it is something worth investing and mastering towards that end. I want to let you know about several things that I have available to support you in this. First, download the worksheet and tool associated with this video. The worksheet is designed to help you plan for those initial client conversations. The tool is a cheat sheet that you can bring along with you to those meetings as a reminder of what you want to do and say. Second, Join me in the next 2 videos where we will do a deeper dive on 2 of the more challenging aspects of partnership setup. The next video is focused on the hard skill of qualifying and quantifying business performance gaps. The one that follows is focused on the soft skill of using framing and empathy to both extend understanding and move the conversation along in a good direction. You can also sign up for one of the consulting skills practice sessions and/or live workshops on this topic so that you can hone your skills in this area. The more that you practice and get these steps ingrained in you, the better equipped you will be in making sure that you are positioned against the most strategic work possible and earn the fees that go along with that positioning. See you in the next video.